Hello, babes. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. Feels so crazy to say that. I say that every year. But we are here with the second group of pick a card readings. I will link the first group if you're interested in taking a look at that. But here we have group 2, which is a lot more mythical, artistic, maybe erring more on the spiritual side. But feel free to pick a pile, maybe pick more than one. There are also some stones there with each card. We have the clear quartz representing the unicorn on the left, the obsidian representing freedom, and then the kyanite representing another unicorn. It is the year of the horse, so we are honoring that. Please only do take what resonates, leave behind what does not, and like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy this. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to get into this, so let's begin. Group 1 with the clear quartz. This unicorn says, indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. And it says, whatever the artistic vehicle through which you express your most creative self, whether it's drawing, poetry, painting, music, acting, or any other form of creative expression, make it a priority in your life by devoting some time, energy, and perhaps even money toward this artistic pursuit. Let the longing of your heart determine what the form of your imaginative expression is, but let it be one that elicits passion and purpose. Allow it to evolve as needed, without acceding to any internal perfectionism about the end product. The process itself is where the magic is. Let that alone be your satisfaction and delight, and you'll be pleased with the results. Whether this avocation continues as a hobby or turns into something you receive compensation for, never do it solely for the money. There's no need to act out of the starving artist scenario. But when you make monetary rewards your primary goal, you risk stifling the creative pulse that emanates from the core of who you are, potentially compromising the integrity of your artistic gift to the world. Should you ever be uncertain about following your passion with this kind of expression, take some time to observe children. Notice how innocently and imaginatively they play in their world, particularly when unhindered by social restrictions and artificial boundaries. This is a reflection of the magical child who's inside you, begging to explore and be expressed. So have fun. The associations here are magic, mysticism, virtue, honesty, purity, chastity, inspiration, protection, restoration, manifestation, power, gentleness, humility, healing, unity, and virginity. Okay, so for those of you who do have some type of artistic hobby or creative way of expressing yourself, or maybe perhaps something that you've been mulling over in your mind and you haven't yet taken a step towards, this is the time to really delve into that without fear of judgment, without fear of external criticism, without fear of being reviewed, to do things authentically from the heart, to create imaginatively, as the card suggests, but, with a true sense of passion and with a childlike sense of wonder and innocence. I think that will help to restore your passion if you feel like you've been losing, pardon me, that flame. I'm really tripping over your reading here. Maybe don't worry so much about how you word things or how you may appear or what people will think, like I've already said, right? Just focus on having fun, expressing yourself, being yourself, and that's when the magic will happen, I think. Group 1, that's when I think that you'll actually see success for the fruits of your labor, whether that be in a monetary sense or just an emotional fulfillment sense. I hope that makes sense. Good luck. Group 2, if you chose the swallow card, freedom, with the black obsidian, the cliff swallow, it says, the swallow flies free on wind currents and thermals in remarkable aerial maneuvers, igniting the expression as free as a bird. In many cultures, such as that of the ancient Egyptians, the swallow was thought to carry souls to heaven. Early sailors would tattoo themselves with an image of a swallow, so if they drowned, the swallow would carry their souls to the heavens. Oh, that's a very American traditional tattoo, the swallow. I never knew that was the meaning. In poor light, a cliff swallow looks brownish gray. However, in good lighting, it is a luminous metallic dark blue. Cliff swallows traditionally make their nests on vertical cliffs, carefully crafting them out of mud. Although they can nest solitarily, they usually nest in colonies. When one finds a cloud of insects, it alerts the other members of the flock so that all can be nourished. Even though they fly free, their community supports them. The secondary message here is express yourself without hesitation. Break free and let your spirit fly. Make choices that increase your freedom. Don't be tied down. Laugh, dance, explore, and go beyond predictable behavior. Be daring. Cast aside restrictions. Find your wings. As you do, you'll help others find theirs. You are not here to be ordinary or live a mundane life. You are here to step beyond limitations and self-imposed boundaries. Do not be trapped by convention or the need to please others. Choose life on your terms. Don't accept rules that don't feel right. You can be immensely free and yet still be a part of a loving, supportive community. Wow, I don't think I have much to add to that. Kind of summed it all up there. What a beautiful message. Group 2, it's about setting healthy boundaries. Really nurturing your sense of true freedom, whatever that may mean to you. What makes your spirit fly? What helps you to express yourself without hesitation, truly? Maybe these are questions you need to examine and ask yourself, right? But people-pleasing as well. You're a person too, don't forget that. One of the most important people out there, of course. And I hope that helps. Good luck. Finally, group 3, another unicorn. If you chose this unicorn with the kyanite, the meaning here is synchronicity, magic, and something special. The mythical unicorn is a special creature, appearing across tales of magic for hundreds of years. There are those who believe unicorns may have existed at one time, and those who know the true essence of the unicorn can only be captured in their hearts. Should the mystical unicorn card turn up in your pull, something special is happening in your life, and it's time to pay attention to the synchronicities and magic all around you. The universe is constantly sending us messages. For those who are on the spiritual path, you are probably familiar with the idea of synchronicities, the aligning of things that confirm we're on the right path or answer a question we have. Popular synchronicities include things like angel numbers, repeating numbers such as 444 or 777, full body goosebumps, reading or hearing something that is exactly what we needed, and so on. With the unicorn's arrival, you may have been experiencing a lot of these lately. However, it's also possible that you know you're onto something big, which may even feel like a once-in-a-lifetime moment. Pay special attention to the world around you now, and take advantage of this unique and beautiful energy to birth something significant. The implications of this moment will reach further than you know. Further reflection suggests that to research the meaning behind angel numbers. Research numerology, research whatever it is you feel drawn to, and consider how that energy could be of use to you now. Further than that, engage in childlike wonder and awe at the splendor of it all. Okay, so for those of you that chose this pile, you may be a little bit more spiritually inclined, or if not, maybe you are feeling a little bit more intuitive or wanting to tap into that lately. But signs and synchronicities are never a fluke. If it happens once, okay, you acknowledge it. If it happens 2 times, could be a coincidence. If it happens 3 times, I think that's a sure sign. If you've been noticing angel numbers, if you've been noticing repetitive things, maybe in song lyrics, in random messages, it could be in anything really, but if you notice it, if you take note of it, that's, usually a sign or synchronicity. For me personally, I've been seeing a lot of different spirit animals that have been repetitive, and it has been undeniable, so looking up the meanings of those has been really eye-opening. When you're avidly looking out for something, it's not as much of a synchronicity so much as when it just happens. I don't know if that makes sense. I know sometimes I can be guilty of thinking that, okay, I'm looking out for 11:11, and just because I'm constantly looking at the clock, I happen to notice it, and I'm like, oh, that's a sign. But in all reality, there are other times when unconsciously I will pull out my phone or just not realize and then see 11:11, and that makes all the difference. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm bumbling or ranting, but yes, this card is all about the unknown and something special, something magical happening for you, something shifting. You may have ancestors, guardian angels that are surrounding and protecting you at this time, or, you know, if you connect deeply with your spirit guides, maybe you're getting a lot more messages from them via your dreams. But these are all things to pay attention to and definitely worth looking into. It never hurts to just look into something and do some research, even if it doesn't apply or doesn't resonate, right? Having the awareness to just acknowledge it and the curiosity even to explore it is just always advantageous, I think. I hope that that helps. Love you, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in, and Happy New Year.